everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading for you guys. I don't really have a particular subject in mind, but I was drawn to these three decks to do this reading. So maybe there's a significant meaning behind that. And the title for this reading that I just kept drawing me in is Will Cupid's Arrows Strike Again, which is so fitting compared to this deck right here, Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. So let's go ahead and see what presents itself here, just kind of keeping an open mind as to what messages come forward. So as I mentioned, these are the decks that I'll be using and clarifying with my own tarot. So this one, as I mentioned, by Mystic Moon. This one's by Angelic Revelation 144, the Yin Yang Love Oracle, and then this one is by Fairies and Cocktails, I believe. I will link everything down below. Real. My fairy tale is real, chapter 1. All right, so let's begin, guys, and let's see what it is that needs to come through here. Why am I drawn to these decks in particular? And if you happen to just run across this reading, maybe there's something significant here for you. All right, but it is important to note that it is a general reading and it's only meant for certain people. You know, it's not going to resonate with everybody. So always take from it what resonates for you personally and release what doesn't. All right, let's get into it. Angels and spirit guides, please. What are the messages here for this particular reading? What do we need to know, please? This is about a past love. So if you've been thinking about someone from your past, and maybe you guys had a very special love connection, maybe you still feel drawn to this person, we'll see what significance that brings up. This is the next message. We've got satin sheets, seduction. This could be maybe a very sexually charged relationship. The attraction, the chemistry between the two of you could have been pretty intense, very passionate maybe. And then we have old footage. So there's something tied into the past, some old narrative, perhaps, that's coming through here. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify and see what we can find out here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull my Valentine Connection Tarot. All right, what do we need to know, please, for this past love connection? What is this old footage about? Okay, so let's see. Please bring forward the message that needs to come through for whoever needs it. They're in your past for a reason, but this is somebody that loves you. This is somebody that perhaps you still have love in your heart for them, even though they're in your past. You've got the Two of Cups coming through right there, which is such a beautiful card of partnership and attraction and togetherness and unity. We've got the Magician. Okay, so whoever this is, an old love, an ex, a past love, they are maybe focused on the idea of wanting to be a part of your life again. But look at this, we do have the Two of Swords. So for now, it's only in their mind. It's only a part of their thoughts. It's not a part of reality. But this is what they are thinking about. 10 of Cups. The Hierophant, maybe they weren't able to commit to you the way they would like to commit to you now. That could be what the old footage is that needs to be released and let go of, because that could have created this Two of Swords where things were stagnant between the two of you. We do have the Divine Masculine showing up as the Emperor. So Divine Feminine, if you happen to come across this reading and if you're thinking about a past love who happens to be representing the masculine here, some of you guys might have talked about marriage or certainly being able to live life together for the rest of your lives, whether it included marriage or not. You know, of course, the Hierophant, the 10 of Cups might have something to do with their commitment towards you at this point. And it could be the masculine who's letting you know this through this reading. So there could be some blockages as far as you guys coming together. But we have a masculine here who can actually move whatever mountains need to be moved in order to make this happen. Yep, we've got the Fool. So they want to start again. They want to start again. And I absolutely love how we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming through here. So this connection is actually blessed to have the opportunity to come back together, or at least for both of you to be able to see each other again, you know, whether it ends up being a reconciliation or not. But I feel there certainly is the opportunity that the universe will help align things to have you guys cross paths again. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. We have the Magician representing Gemini and Virgo specifically. We also have the Hierophant representing Taurus, Aries for the Emperor. Okay, so we've got all sorts of signs coming through here. Let's see what the rest of the reading brings forward. But I am getting here, there's a past love who wants to come back. There's a past love who still thinks of you and could certainly still have so much love in their heart for you. All right, what else do we need to know about this connection that's coming through here? Why am I drawn to these decks? What needs to come forward? This is somebody who wants to manifest you back into their life. It's almost like they've gone through this epiphany. It's like, oh, wow, that's the person that I need to be with. Temptation. Part of that temptation could have contributed to why they are in your past. If they were tempted to connect with other people, or just tempted towards unhealthy connections or toxic relationships, maybe, you know, it could have been very enticing, but there was something about it that might have drawn them away from you. Could have been a third party. But I feel you, the person watching this reading, you represent the love. You represent the romance. This temptation might have just had something to do, plain and simple, with the sexual attraction, the physical attraction that they might have had towards somebody. And, you know, that kind of came through here with the satin sheets reference. And that's the old narrative. That's the old footage that needs to be let go of, because they, I feel, are really wanting to focus more so on the love that they have in their heart for you. They're feeling very lonely at this point in time. That could be why, if let's just say you're suddenly thinking about someone that you haven't seen or maybe even thought of in a long time, and it is presenting itself as a past love, this is somebody that you were romantically linked to in the past. But for whatever reason, all of a sudden maybe they're thinking about you, they're thinking of the past memories that you guys have shared and how romantic it could have been, how special it could have been, and certainly the physical attraction was there. But right now they are coming through as somebody who's very lonely, missing you, thinking about you. Let's see one more card here. Look at that. So you guys see that? So that's what they really are focused on, at least through these cards. They are really wanting to manifest this reunion right here. Let's see if it's possible. Ooh, is it possible? Angels and spirit guides, please. For whoever needs these messages about a past love connection. Ooh, this is interesting. Look at these two cards. We've got the Two of Wands, two paths, and then we've got the Three of Swords that led towards the separation and the grief and the heartbreak between the two of you. This could also represent a third-party situation, you know, these temptations. So they went or decided to go a different way, and that's what separated the two of you. But this is almost coming full circle to give your person another chance to make a different choice here and to hopefully choose the path to bring you back to them, you know, because they recognize what pain they might have caused you in the past, which is why they're feeling very lonely, maybe because they now recognize they're lonely because of something that they did. And I love the Six of Pentacles showing up in in a reading, especially when it's next to the Three of Swords, because for me, it explains the dynamic that created distance and time apart from you. What I mean by that is, if there were other people in the picture, there is no way that this Six of Pentacles is going to happen. You can't fully give of yourself to another person, and there cannot be equality. There cannot be this equal give and take, this exchange of love and energy and pouring into the relationship if they are investing their time or spreading themselves too thin by allowing themselves to have somebody else on the side, you know, creating drama, infidelity in a relationship. And so I feel part of the healing for this person from your past is recognizing that if they still want you, if this reunion is meant to mean anything for the two of you and have it last, this is the energy, this is the way they need to come towards you, which is someone who will meet you in the middle, you know, just like this picture depicts. It's two people that are reaching out for each other. It's like, hey, I got you. Yep. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Judgment. Look at that. There's the Magician again. So that's a huge part of what they're thinking about. Manifestation, because you represent their ideal partner. And they're lonely because they had it. They're feeling very down because at one point in time you were in their life. And now you're not. So this is a wake-up call for your person from the past. It's almost that type of experience where karma needs to teach them a lesson to have a better understanding of whatever lesson they needed to learn based off of poor mistakes, bad judgments that they had made in the past between the two of you. So the past energy, the past connection that you have had with this person, I kind of feel that they're stuck in the past because that's where you are. That's where you are in their world, in their thoughts, in their heart. You represent the past as well to them. And they're really wanting to move beyond that so that you guys can maybe revisit the partnership. That's at least what it is that they want, to be able to have another chance to speak to you, to see you, to be with you. So this could be communication that comes in. It could be their way of trying to fix the distance and time apart. And I love how the Ace of Pentacles is right next to it, because part of their prosperity and abundance includes you. And this also represents a much stronger foundation from the one that they helped knock down in the past. So this is what I like to look at as some sort of offer that's coming in that is dependable, that is reliable, that is stable. So if you guys were to entertain a possible reunion, they're coming through with a very strong intention of making it work this time. Bottom of the deck, look at that. There's our Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so some pretty significant tarot cards that are duplicating itself. We've got the Magician already, you know, and of course the Wheel of Fortune coming through as well. It's an amplified message to let us know that things can change for the better for the two of you. That romance can be revived. It can be rekindled. To be able to manifest this reunion in the 3D, it's possible. Okay, at least the way it's coming through here. All right, let's grab one more set of cards, but I really do like how this is presenting itself. For those of you, anyway, who would welcome the idea of reconnecting with somebody that you loved in the past. Okay, so now let's pull from this cute little heart-shaped deck. My fairy tale is real. So I kind of feel for this individual from the past. I do feel they still love you. They still think about you. They regret a lot of what might have occurred to separate the two of you. Let's grab some heart cards. Let's see. For the collective, what do we need to know here? I miss us. Look at that. That's not a surprise that they miss you so much. Let's grab 2 more cards here. And if you miss them too, if let's just say you have been thinking about this person as well, not to say that you've put your life on hold, hopefully you didn't do that, but they do cross your mind. And if you miss them too, maybe they're picking up off of that. You know, you guys could be on the same page. Let's grab a couple more here. What else do we need to know here, please? I dreamt of you last night, so you are very much a part of their thoughts and their dreams. They close their eyes at night, they think of you, they dream about you. And it really causes them to miss you even more, you know? When we have dreams that are so real and vivid, and it's about somebody that we care for and love, that's no longer with us. And, you know, during your waking hours, it's even more amplified, especially if you remember what you dreamt about. I'm happy for you. Maybe this person, for some of you anyway, maybe there's a way for them to know or find out how life has been for you. Maybe you're in a much better place. For those of you that feel that you are content not reconnecting with this person from the past, that of course is your choice. That is your prerogative to move on. You know, again, you were not meant to put your life on hold waiting for this person to come to their own realizations. So that could also be a part of the conversation. Should you guys have a chance to meet face to face and just talk? You know, part of that conversation could be, hey, you know, it's nice to see you, but I've already moved on. I'm married. I've got another partner, whatever the situation is. And because they love you, part of that response could be, you know, at least I tried. I'm happy for you. So let's grab some clarifying messages here. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. So this appears to be a past love connection. Someone from your past who's thinking of you and missing you. We do have the World. So it is a cycle that has completed. And sometimes I look at that as the opportunity to move on. It's like, okay, that particular part of my life, that story has concluded. It's now time for me to go through another chapter, go through another door, a new experience. And for some of you, you might have already met somebody else, but there's somebody from your past who has been in their mind, in their heart, revisiting the idea of what would it be like if I could just see my person again. And some of them might just feel the need to apologize, knowing that you have moved on, that knowing they're the reason why they lost you. Okay, so let's see. Look at this. 2 of Cups again, guys. Followed by the Sun. Divine Feminine. Ooh, you're coming in as the Queen of Swords. We've got the King of Wands. Wow. So, right in the middle, this beautiful energy of the Sun, happiness, fulfillment, an illuminated path, and it's for both of you. You both have your own free will to decide where that path is going to lead you. For some of you guys, you're content being on your own. Maybe you're single right now and you're cool with that. Divine Feminine, you know, you're a no-nonsense type individual coming in as the Queen of Swords. Independent, clear boundaries. You're not messing around. You don't want anyone to mess around with you. You're very perceptive. You're a quick thinker. So for some of you guys, maybe you did cut out a divine masculine who got themselves involved with other people. So you had to find your own happiness. And I do feel if this resonates for you, and if you happen to be divine feminine, you've already found someone else. But there are those of you maybe who would be open to talking to this past love that returns. You know, it just depends on where you're at and how you feel about this person. Because they still have so much love in their heart for you, but it was also, you know, they needed to wake up and realize just how special a connection they had, and they contributed to why they lost it. We do have the King of Wands coming through. So the King of Wands. Sometimes they tend to want to explore until they're ready for love, you know? They tend to delay love coming in, you know, putting it on hold until they're ready to settle down. Maybe they wanted their cake and eat it too, you know? And maybe divine feminine, you couldn't wait for that, especially if they just treated you like an option. So it could be the masculine who returns, someone from your past, divine feminine, and realizes that timing is off, that you've already moved on with your life. And all they can really do and say to you is that they are happy for you. You're both worthy of finding happiness in your lives. For those of you who can get that timing right, then absolutely you can find happiness again. I find it so interesting too, because the King of Wands represents Leo, and then we've got the Sun representing Leo. For some of you guys, if you are thinking of a masculine who happens to be that sign or have that in their chart significantly, I feel that they are really focused on being able to reconcile with you, to bring in the happiness that they missed out on, because they might have created drama in the situation. But divine feminine, you're pretty headstrong, and you know, you're going to stand your ground and state your case to let this masculine know if your intentions are not right, if you're not coming towards me correct, if you really can't offer me what I need in my life, in a partnership, you're not interested. But I do ultimately feel whoever represents the past love here, they know how things played out. They know their role and why it ultimately fell apart. But with the Seven of Pentacles, they also know that it's not going to fix itself in a day or even a month. It's going to take time. They're going to have patience here. But what I can tell you is they're not going to be lazy about it. They're going to do whatever is necessary to let you know that they mean business, that they still love you, that they're ready and willing to do whatever it is that you need for them to show you that they are all in this time. So it just depends on where you're at regarding this person, because some of you guys might have really had a very painful experience with them and really wouldn't be interested in revisiting the partnership. That could be the lesson for them. That, you know, even though they might want you back, it's just not possible. But there are those of you, I feel, that would be open to it. That you do think of this person from your past as well. Here's our Two of Wands, making decisions, future planning, our two paths. It's resurfacing. And it just comes down to both of you being able to choose the same path to be able to find each other again. Ace of Cups, okay? This can either represent some of you guys finding new love, or you have already moved on to somebody else, but it could also be a new chapter for you and this person, giving love another chance. Look at this, guys. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, we have a divine counterpart situation going on here. That could be, for some of you, an indication of a possible reunion coming in. That regardless of time and however long it's been since you've been apart, that you guys still are drawn to one another and ultimately might come back together. That's for some of you. You don't have to be a fire sign, although the wands in tarot represent fire. So we've got that going on. Leo certainly has come through. Aries, Sagittarius. If you happen to be those signs, then maybe you and your person could both be fire signs. That's not everybody's story, of course, but we do have two people who are a perfect match. So if you're open to it, maybe you guys can have a second chance at love. I'm just kind of feeling several scenarios coming through, and as I've mentioned, not every single person watching this is going to want to reconcile with a past love. That's a closed chapter. That's a closed door. You know, you're done. You've moved on and you're content with where you're at in life. Or maybe, again, you have found love elsewhere and you're good to go. The Empress. So Divine Feminine, here you are, coming in as this amazing, beautiful Empress. And I mean, we have a masculine here who definitely sees the beauty within you, recognizes your value at this point. Maybe they didn't see that before, but we have another situation here with divine counterparts, Empress and Emperor. So remember, the Emperor showed up earlier. So you guys, for some of you anyway, you are going to have the chance to revisit the partnership. That's totally your call, but for those of you who are open to that, there is this open door that's coming in to give you guys the opportunity to work it out. So will Cupid's arrow strike again? For some of you, I feel it will. Okay, so I'll leave that there, guys. If you are interested in getting your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. So that info is down below in the description box. And just a reminder, if you happen to be listening to this today, which is the 20th of June, my daughter Cameron and I will be hosting a live stream on Sunday. That would be this Sunday, the 23rd at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be doing mini readings for $22.22, so $22.22. If you want to go ahead and prepay for it prior to Sunday, that would be great. Email me all the information for your reading at celestialforecast@gmail.com, or you could just tune in on Sunday and just submit a super chat if that's something that you would rather do. We're getting folks reaching out and letting us know that they would prefer to do that. So that's fine. I'll include all of that information in the description box as well if you want to go ahead and join us on Sunday. All right, guys, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this, whoever this was meant for, and I'll see you guys hopefully on Sunday or on the next reading. Take care.